Meditation, as Babuji defined, is to think about one thing continuously, without break. So one person asked Babuji, it must be easy because we are always thinking. He said, yes, but you are thinking 1,000 thoughts. And no thought is complete. And no thought leads anywhere because it is not complete. So this man asked him, what is a complete thought? He said, a complete thought is like digging a well. Go on digging until you find water. He said, but that means only one thought. He said, that's what I told you, to think continuously about one thing at one time. See? So meditation is digging a well. And when you dig a well, initially some rocks and rubbish come out. Then old things come out. Then some layer of rock comes out. Then comes sand. And finally comes water. So it requires patience, it requires effort, it requires hard effort. And of course, it requires time. So Babuji said, without patience, there is no success. And he said, suppose you have patience, but you don't work. So with patience, you need to work also. So for each object, for each activity, there are appropriate tools, techniques. What are the tools and techniques in meditation? You need a place where you can meditate every day at the same time. Babuji said this is to ensure that when you enter that place, you automatically fall into the mood for meditation. So that is important in the daily life of an Abhyasi, that you use the same place every morning at the same time for meditation. When it becomes a routine, you go there and you start meditating even before you are sitting in place. As a kriya, as a niyam, as a discipline, morning meditation is a must. Then in the evening, we have this process of cleaning. Babuji explained how it has to be done. It is in all our books. But the essence of it is that in meditation, you don't use willpower. In cleaning, you use willpower. People say cleaning is not effective because they don't apply will. They just sit, I am cleaning. So like eating, you have to put your will and act. At the night, we have a prayer before going to bed. This is in short Sahaj Marg system, which Babuji has been teaching, which he received from Lalaji Maharaj. We have to obey the rules. We have to get up at dawn, do our meditation. You know, we have the so-called 10 maxims of Sahaj Marg. Das Niyam, Das Usul, as it was later called. So, this is all very easy. Then came a big shock, a revelation to me. When one day somebody said, I am meditating for 20 years, Babuji Maharaj. I am very regular. So I said, why this man is not progressing? Are you not in favor of his progress? He said, I am telling you, he is doing all this, but there is no purpose in his meditation. He has forgotten the goal, why he is doing it. It's like a bull which takes this grinding stone round and round. It does not know why it is doing it. Purposeless. So this man is like that bull, very patient, enduring in his practice, but he has lost the purpose. Meditation must be dynamic. Dynamism, see. That means I must know why I am meditating, what for I am meditating. If most Abhyasis who have forgotten this remember it, they would not expect miracles, that somebody would become wealthy, somebody would marry, somebody would have long life, somebody would have children, etc., etc. Because the purpose of meditation is clearly defined. It is my road to achievement of union with the divine. This is the goal of Sahaj Marg. When we remember this, the very act of remembrance makes my window, focus onto this particular goal to the exclusion of everything else. When that window is not remembered, and we are like children, school children looking out of the window without attending to their lessons, everything is casual. purposeless, unplanned. And if we still have successful lives, it is only the effect of past samskaras. Babaji used to emphasize samskara, samskara, samskara. What are samskaras? Sahaj Marg says it is the result of past thoughts and actions. And here we find an echo in Shakespeare, you see. Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Are rains good? Always yes. But no, if you are going out on a picnic when people pray like hell to say, Lord, let it not rain tomorrow, we are going on a picnic. Instead of telling that God not to restrain the rain, you should plan your picnic for a day when it will not rain. Human beings have this nature of requesting God to nullify His action so that we may fulfill our action or activity. Whereas the wise man says, I will conform to Him and do what I can when it is permitted for me to do it. But you said, Babuji, in Sahaj Marg there are no do's and don'ts. Babuji said, yes, I did say it and I mean it. Can you not feel guilty if you do what you do without permission, without knowing that you should do it or not do it? Yes, that guilt is what forbids you and creates a samskara. If you do anything without feeling guilty, it does not form a samskara. I said, Babuji, this is a dangerous philosophy to teach to abhyasis. Because then they say, oh, I don't feel guilty if I haven't said. Guilty, what for? No. So I am telling you something which I heard perhaps 40 years ago, hoping that human beings who listen to this will understand its import, and instead of doing things and saying, I don't feel guilty, avoid anything that will make you guilty, even if it is only taking sugar as a diabetic. It's the mind that makes me live, it's the mind that makes me die. You know, in medicine, there's a one hidden factor which is not realized. The will to live. And doctors speak of it in terminal cases. He said, I helped that case live 8 years longer, but this case I'm losing because there's no will to live in this patient. If I don't will to live, I will not live. Again, willpower, meditation, cleaning, willpower, prayer, fly above, but my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts, never to heaven go. What is important in meditation is that it must lead to constant remembrance. That upon which I meditate frequently, regularly, will become the object of my continuous thought. Meditation only helps me to establish the thinking of that particular object, in this case my master, so that even when I am not meditating, I am only thinking of him. Therefore, through meditation comes constant remembrance, which is the object of meditation. Meditation does not lead to self-realization. Meditation leads to your ability to concentrate, which makes thinking of that chosen object of your meditation permanent in your heart, constant remembrance. Then that becomes the object which I shall become automatically by His grace. So we have this idea, you know, that meditation, cleaning, prayer leads to constant remembrance. Constant remembrance leads to our continuously being in remembrance of Him, which means that all my thoughts and actions, they have no more any effect on me, because I'm not thinking that I am doing it. Therefore, the effects of my actions, if any, become effects on His actions. And nothing can affect Him. As Lord Krishna says in the Gita, you know, I have no karma in this existence. And actions of karma, the fruits of karma don't affect me. So a master is a person who can act, who can think, who can do without being touched by the result of his actions in any way. So these are some short snippets of, you know, instructions that I received from a master during my life with him. And we can continue later on about more things that he said, because, you know, like a water is continuously coming into a well as you take it out. Similarly, until I pull out everything and I think I can empty it, it doesn't get empty because more is coming in. It is an infinite resource. So in one sense, there can never be an end to this talk. In another sense, there has to be. So we will sort of develop a via media between these two by His grace. So may God bless everybody. May Master bless all.